All right, today we're going to learn the halacha if you're allowed to broom the house on Shabbos, or today we have also such a cleaner. It's not electrical, a vacuum cleaner. It's mechanical. If you're allowed to use this on Shabbos, we'll see if there's any problem with that. Okay, so we're going to start with the tour. The tour says, "Hilkach mutar l'rabetz habayis." So what the l'rabetz means over here, in the olden days, many people used to live mamash on a bare floor without any flooring, meaning there's no wood, there's no carpet, mamash, there was dirt. I even spoke to somebody from our community who went to South America. He says one of the shuls over there, he says, when you walk to the shul, it's mamash sand. There's no flooring. So we're talking about even such a case. Again, we're talking about the original halacha where it's come from. Even over there, where there was, let's say, you have the dirt on the floor, there's no flooring, and a lot of dust coming up, and you want to just spray a little bit of water just to put the dust down. It says mutar l'rabetz habayis. You're not planning to make lashmas gumas, planning to straighten the floor to make it equal. You're not. That's not what you want. All you want, the dust should not come up. The you're also allowed to clean the house, meaning you could broom the house. Now, again, it's talking about but over there, even the place where there's bare floor, meaning there's no carpeting, there's no flooring over there. Now, Rambam says you're only allowed to do it if there is flooring on it. Merutzav meaning flooring. V'osur b'she'ena merutzav. L'gabe cleaning, brooming, if it's like, let's say you're going to go outside, you want to clean the outside when there's no flooring on it, it's just bare dirt, that's you're not allowed to do. Okay, like I said, there is an outside because we don't have today inside such a floor. Everybody has flooring on their in their house. Okay, now the Beis Yosef says in this halacha we have so many rishonim going to the most extreme heterim and to the most extreme machmirim. So here's what the Beis Yosef brings. V'ha'ogur kosav she'oviv zala yo'oser ha'kibud omnam hitir lechabed bebeged of a matlis ad kan l'shoyna. So there's a new shita over here. Regular broom, he says, you're not allowed to broom the house. But he says if you do it bebeged with some kind of cloth or matlis, you're allowed to. Ad kan l'shoyna. V'lo yadana, the Beis Yosef says, I don't understand. He says the difference. If the whole idea is lashvas gumus, it's what happens to the floor. Who cares what you're using to if it's a cloth or it's a broom? What's the difference? Sharu mazis offer me mekoyma. The way the Beis Yosef understood, the whole thing is the isur has nothing to do with the object you're holding to clean the floor. The problem is not with the object. The problem is with the floor. You might be mashve gumus. So that's why, according to some rishonim, like the Rambam, he says if it's no flooring on it, bare floor, dirt, you're not allowed to do it because you might mashve gumus, meaning straighten out the floor, and that's could be isur drabonon, yeah, because the most rishonim said it's not isur deraisa, and so he doesn't understand what the Ogur is saying. So the come to Darche Moshe and he explains this. He says like this. Darche Moshe says. Venerally, he says, I think the reason why the Beis Yosef didn't understand the Sefer HaOgur, what his father used to do with the garment, with the cloth, he says, you're allowed to clean. He says, it looks to me, he says, Tama, the Me'achar, it's nothing to do just with the flooring. Mashve gumas, you make the floor straight. No. Venerally, Tama, the Me'achar, the Dvorim Kalim Hem, since it's a very light material, the garment, the cloth, it doesn't do a deep cleaning that makes the floor straight. Now, if the dirt is up and down, it doesn't straighten it out. It just get rid of a little bit dust on top. Also, is that's one. And then he says, "V'yesh osrim lechabed," and a different reason. Mitam sheshoiber es kismei amachbedes. The psik resha. He says there's another problem. He says not only with the floor, with the object you're cleaning. If it's a broom that you might break the pieces of the broom while cleaning, That's another issue, he says. The psik ratio. What it means over here, that's it's a calculum. But if it's psik ratio, you know for sure it's going to break a piece from the broom over there, that you're not allowed to do. He says, that's why the Sefer Ogu bring, if it's a cloth, he says, then you're allowed to do, there's nothing going to get broken over there. Now from this idea, now we're going to another chumrah. Even your clothing, you want to clean your jacket or your shirt or your pants, you want to clean it. He says that you should only use things that don't do things that are a brush that could break the piece of the brush that you're not allowed to do, but you could do with some kind of cloth. Okay. So now we see like this. We have a problem, if there is a problem inside the flooring, because you might straighten out the floor. And according to this, according to the Rambam Akaponim, if the floor has ritzpah, meaning as flooring like most of us have today, and all of us, then that's not a problem. And also what you're doing, the object you're cleaning with, if it's a shail over there, something going to get broken over the psik resha, for sure going to get that, then you're not allowed to. Something that there's no shail, that's nothing going to get broken, that would be allowed to. Now there are some, like I said, some Rishonim are going to the utmost extreme, even when there's a karka merutzav. Why? Because gezeira, if you do in a house that's flooring, then somebody gonna know, oh, you clean your floor, and I'm gonna also clean my floor. His floor might be not bare floor without any carpeting or wood on it, and mitzad get gezeira, he says not to do any of them. Lamaisa, the Bes Yosef over here says like this. Well, in the halacha, kivan sharambam va'arosh maskim le'eser lechabed karka she'ena merutzav. Lamaisa, if you have a bare floor, you're not allowed to clean of it. It's some mashvet gumas. It's to the rabbanon because you might straighten out the floor. He said, that's the halach. Elim kin mokem sheposhat aminag lahatir. The kevan the midah the rabbanon who yes loim gedol mamash yismoch and mochem biyodom. If there's our community, which is again, we don't know any community today that don't have flooring in the house. Everybody has flooring, some kind of flooring. So I'm not going to get into it right now, but it's over here also it says en mochem biyodom. Now the karka merutzav, like we have today, the houses, everybody has flooring, some kind of flooring. The kitina loeres lechatchila loatir bo kibud, lo matir the kibud. Given the lariva Rambam Shorei, he says memele that's the halacha. So Lamaisa again looks like from the Bes Yosef, there should be no problem with cleaning the house unless as long as you have like we brought from the Darche Moshe, as long as you have something and nothing going to get broken on it. There's many today brooms that nothing going to get broken on it, or for sure not. If something happened, it's not secretion. That's as long as you know that's not for sure something, you're allowed to use it. Now, then the Darche Moshe brings poshet aminag le'eser of a merutzav kedas hamachmer of endless shanis. Comes to Ramo, comes with a big chumrah over here, makes our lives more complicated. He says the minhag is even you have flooring, which is most people, like I said today, have flooring. He says the minhag, it's a big chumrah because all the isurim the rabbanon, it's chumrah on top of chumrah, gezer on top of gezer. He says that's the minhag, not to clean. He says the endless shanis. That's what he says. There's no lashanis minhag. Okay, Lamaisa, I want to say like this. To make a long story short, there's a lot of commentaries over here on this, a lot of dayas. Lamaisa, gedoyle poiske achronim, like the Alter Rebbe, the Mishnah Berurah, the Aruch HaShulchan, they all flip this minhag of the Ramah. It says mutter. Why? Not that the cholek on the Ramah. If the Ramah says chen aminig en l'shalnos, they would take it seriously. So they put a lot of factors over here together. Since the whole Isur, it's Isur Drabonon. And many of Gdoila Poiskim, Matir Bel Karka Merutzav. And also they say, when as we say the Gezeira, what's the Gezeira? Karka Merutzav. It's Merutzav. There's no Mashva Gumas, no Isur Dash, no Isur Drabonon. What's the problem? Why are you putting such a minute, such a Chumrah? The whole thing is Gezeira, maybe somewhere else, or in your own house, going to be another room, have no flooring. You says, I clean this room, why cannot I clean this room? But they say since today, and if talking about the time already of many years before today is everybody, everywhere you go, it's all has flooring, like say, carpet or vinyl or wood, whatever it is, Memele, that says not shach that gezerah, you might go clean somewhere else. There's no somewhere else. Everything it has flooring on it. Memele Salamaisa. Plus, there's one thing he recommends the Mishnah Berurah and Biur Halacha to do. There's a shita of the Raiva, all the Terim during Shabbos to clean, only if you clean before Shabbos. Whatever it's shita. Says at least that, make sure before Shabbos everything is clean. If something, you drop something on Shabbos, says it's no problem to clean it, because there's no gezerah to this. So lemaisa, halacha lemaisa, using a broom, again, if it's something that's gonna get broken for sure, that you're not allowed to use, even though the armatirim, the Taz, the Rabbeinu Avram Azulai, they say it's no problem, but if you use something that's nothing gonna get broken, for sure, if even it might happen, it's okay, then you're allowed to use. And something that what we have today, that's mechanical cleaner, there's nothing electrical over there, it picks up the dirt, it's also mutter, because most, not outside, where we have flooring, sukkahs might be a problem to do that. Yes, sukkahs will be outside on the outside. There's no flooring, but everywhere you have flooring, it's no problem to clean it. That's according to all poskim.
Sure.